Hi everyone, I'm John. Today we're going to work on tightening down a faucet that has broken loose from the sink. Hope you'll stay tuned. If you're like me, we have a sink in the house that has this kind of a wobble right here. And what that means is there's a faucet rosette on the underside of the sink that has come loose. And today we'll be replacing that so that way the sink remains tight. Water can't get up under there, and mildew and mold can't grow like what will always happen with water. As we get ready to complete this project, the only things we really need are a standard crescent wrench, and we need this. This is the Faucet rosette. It comes with one washer and nut. This is from Danco, and it's part number 88652. At my local Home Depot, this cost about $2. Alright, we have cleared everything out from underneath this vanity because most people like us use their vanity as a storage space. I put a towel down because we're going to need to put a towel down. Now, there is water running into this, so the next thing to do is to make sure you turn off both of the valves, because you don't want to loosen any of these valves up and then all of a sudden have a pretty wet day. Plus, water is a great way to ruin anything wooden, and that's what all this is. You'll see that I have kinked myself up nicely in here, and you can hear it from the audio too. Well, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to loosen this piece here. I have a brass nut that is holding this water line to my sink. So I'm going to take this brass nut. I'm going to try to loosen it. Now this is where some of this gets a little challenging. And it won't take much, and it'll be hand loose. And that brass coupling is just going to fall all the way down. There's quite a bit of thread there. Okay, so now you see that there's this nylon piece and this fitting. It works very nicely. I've got my faucet, my rosette and washer. Now the other part is here, I've got to flex this nylon tube, this nylon piping, so it comes out of there. So this is going to get a little bit rough since I'm also wearing my camera. Now water came out right into my faucet. So what I'm trying to do right now is put the rosette back on. And all I'm going to do is hand tighten this a little bit. Hopefully you can see this clearly. All I'm doing is hand tightening it a little bit because we're going to want to readjust it and then cinch it down the rest of the way. So now you see and I had that washer on the back just to cover it one last time. You'll see the other markings, so that's probably a pretty good spot for it to go. There we go. Now I'm going to put this piece back in and then just walk that brass fitting back up and tighten it up. Now, all we have to do is hand tighten it the rest of the way. And at the very tail end, we'll reverse our process. We'll put the crescent wrench back on it, just enough to more than hand tighten it. And the beauty of the crescent wrench is its flexibility. And all I'm doing is putting enough to get a little tension on there. That nylon fitting is going to be enough to hold it in place. Now just to be sure, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my water line back on. And see there's nothing leaking. We are set. Well, here we are. We've got this glass, got the faucet up there, and it looks like I actually did a pretty good job of hand tightening, and it feels pretty snug. So I think we've done a pretty good job, and we're going to call it quits. Thanks for watching. Keep tuned for other videos that we're going to do.